One.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of the Really Nothing Special podcast. We are really nobody special. We got DJ. What's going on?
Yo, what's good?
What's up with it?
Hey, what it is, what it do?
And Rose, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what it do, what it is. Got the background because yeah, I need it.
Rick's over here in outer space right now.
He's like, hey, y'all gotta see my business. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Man, we got a bunch in store for you. We got some more playoff matchups for you, some more hell yeah, hell nah. We got another top 5 draft for you. Last episode was a good episode. Appreciate all the feedback. The best feedback I heard, I didn't even tell you guys about this. So the first won the entire fuck, the fantasy football won the entire fuck. He hit the dude that sent the tweet hit me up, right?
What? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. He sent me a message.
Being the brother, he already told me. I already do.
At first, he was like, man, like that segment on the podcast was fucking hilarious, bro. And I was like, thanks, glad you enjoyed it. Pretty much, we talked about it. Like, long story short, they kind of gave up. In the fantasy league, like once Uncle Chuck passed away. But he said like his brother, the uncle's brother, was pretty much like, if he knew that he was in the championship, he wouldn't have let him win. But they didn't know. Like they pretty much had no idea. And he was like, no, there's no way he would have took everybody out. He would have had the best lineup out there.
And now my hope in humanity is dead again.
Hey, I respect that. Yo, appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
Right. That's hilarious.
Shout out to the nephew, yo. Shout out to the
Yo,
nephew.
what's the nephew's name? What's the nephew's name?
So on Twitter, his name is Tilla. I don't know if that's his name. I don't know if that's a last name, first name, but he goes by Tilla on the.
Yo, shout out to Tilla. Shout out to Tilla.
Shout out Tilla. Rest in peace, Uncle Chuck. Shout out the whole family.
Yo,
you can tell that's a tight knit family and a competitive family. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're like, nah, like if I knew,
nah. I'm taking like you said. You want the chip with your dip, bro. You want both, bro. Like,
exactly. Big bro wanted the chip with his dip. I'm telling you, nobody's just letting them get an easy dub. But on to this episode's one, the entire fuck. Jamel, what's the longest you've had a job, or what's the shortest amount of time? Sorry, what's the shortest amount of time you had a job?
3 days. JR Festival Lakes. When I served food for a party, and somebody said something real stupid, I said, nope, fuck this. This is it.
Hey, that's a very good reason, very quality reason. Either way, the GM of the New York Mets, he may have you by a little bit, but it's still not that long. He was hired early December. They kind of made splashes in the offseason too, but it turns out today he got fired about a month into the job because he got caught sending a few things to a female reporter that he shouldn't have been sending, and by few I mean 60 unread text messages. Emphasis on unread. I'm gonna just find this,
emphasis on unread.
You didn't even get the scene.
I'm gonna just read this quick ESPN paragraph really quick. The woman. Well, she's a female reporter for the Chicago Cubs. So the woman, a foreign correspondent who had moved to the United States to cover Major League Baseball, said at one point she ignored more than 60 messages from Porter before he sent the final lewd photo. The text relationship started casually before Porter, then the Chicago Cubs director of professional scouting, began complimenting her appearance, inviting her to meet him in various cities, asking why she was ignoring him. And texts show she had stopped texting Porter after he sent a photo of pants featuring a bulge in the groin area. The first Hey, the first 15 photos were of the hotel and its restaurants. The 16th was the same as an earlier photo of the bulge in his pants. The 17th, he dropped the hammer.
All right, hold on real quick. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, but I need to address this. My man sent 15 pictures of the hotel. He could have just sent a link of the hotel. It could be like, bro, what is he doing? First off,
over here is the closet, and back over here is the toilet.
Right. You don't see
And
he just sent a link. Like,
and here's the hammer.
Never mind, that's what it is.
Here's the closet.
He tried to soften the closet, dick pic. Like
right. Look. It said hotels and its restaurants, right? So he tried to be smooth with it. He was like, look, here's a closet, here's the restaurant, but then
here's the sausage.
He was like, here's the meat though.
What? Bro,
he's like, yo, all you can eat.
Right.
Buffet.
But on some real shit though, like 63, what was it, 63 unread texts, like, or unresponded to, like, bro, 63? Like, yo, that's I may need a Sprite. Like, god damn.
In your thirst.
Yeah. Like, fuck.
If I got like 2 unread text messages, I'd probably.
I'm saying, right? Bro,
like,
63.
I'm not going past 3. Like at that point, at most times, really 1. But like photos, and you don't get a response, like she don't want you to.
I got some key points here. Key points.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I just got some key points. You go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, we really throwing one side of it. We're forgetting that dude sent food too. You know, he was really trying to say, like, hey,
trying to fly her out.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna fly you out. We gonna eat good. Like, look at this high quality dining. And then he was just like, but then you got to deal with the hammer though. Like that like you can't be that. But then at the same time, 63 messages. Like, at some point, dog, let it go. And then you're gonna ask. Then you're gonna ask,
bro. That's like stalkerish.
That's creepy.
Yeah. But then he's going to ask, like, no, it is stalkerish.
Did you guys see when he was like, I guess he saw her at Wrigley Park and was like, or Wrigley Field, and was like, hey, I'm at Wrigley. I think I see you. You're beautiful. Blah blah blah. Like,
no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in LA tomorrow. Come with me or some shit like that. Like, I'm like, yo, this bro.
So,
you're like, cuz tripping.
So y'all listen to your Uncle Young Rose real quick. I just got some quick key points, okay? You text her one day. She don't text you that day, give her one more day. She doesn't text that next day, you don't need to text her no more. 2 texts. That's all it takes. 2 texts. If you ain't getting no responses back, leave her alone. Second point, never send an unsolicited hammer pic to a woman. If she didn't ask for it, I promise you she didn't want it.
That part.
And thirdly, no woman is worth your job or jail. There is no woman on this earth outside of maybe your mama that is worth jail or unemployment.
And think about like this,
out nobody.
At his job, he was like top flight, like up and comers. I mean, he just got Francisco Lindor. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, they made a big.
Like, he was good at his job. He was just,
even years ago that they said he was on the Cubs.
He's just a creeper.
Department. Like,
he's socially awkward. That's it. Don't mean just because you're good at your job, you're still socially awkward. Like, clearly,
or one or the other.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Last point, man. If you see his picture of my man, what's his name, Jared Porter, put your name on blast. If you see his face, he looks like this is something that he would do. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look
he's
like
the type
out of
that's
the
in the
realm
hammer.
of possibility. Like, he has the face of I will stalk your life, and you might end
looks
up
like
somewhere where you don't want to be.
He looks like he has hammer sending tendencies.
Zach Galifianakis old ass. You know what I mean?
All right.
Hangover looking ass boy.
Yo, sending hammer tendencies. Like, bro, you need to go to
Oh,
therapy.
God.
Like,
Oh my god.
He said, I
All
got
right.
that MC Hammer. I'll put that on my grandma.
Stop.
All right, let's get to the
That's your job.
let's get to NFL playoffs, man. Or if not, we talk about that all day. So we got Bills and Chiefs first, the AFC matchup. It looks like Mahomes they said he's expected to play or practice tomorrow. He had the whole neck concussion thing. It seemed like it was more like a nerve thing, the way he fell and how he landed. It didn't seem like it was more of a concussion, how he fell in his head. Seemed more just how he landed and may have something with his nerve. But he's expected to practice tomorrow, which means he should be cleared through concussion protocol. So that's good. Bills, good game. Before we talk about the Bills, even though y'all were right, y'all went against a black quarterback on MLK Day. I'm gonna just leave.
Whoa.
MLK weekend. You guys said you didn't want to, but you guys went with the Bills.
Hold on. Since you said that, I'm gonna start off with that one. No, I said the Bills are better. I didn't say nothing about Lamar. I'm just stating facts. Like,
And I gave you a 50-50 answer. I said my mind, but my body.
yeah,
So,
like none of us said we didn't say nothing bad about Lamar. That's why I said pull the tape. Pull the
Nah,
tape.
I'm just messing with
Look,
hey, look, there's only one of them. You ain't gotta look hard.
My soul said Lamar, but my mind was smarter.
But so the Chiefs are the clear favorite. What do we think the Bills got to do to potentially get this win and head to the Super Bowl? DJ.
You know my rule to beat the Chiefs. You need at least bare minimum 30 points. You probably need into the 30s. The only team that beat them was my Raiders, and we hung 40 to have to beat them. So, one, put up numbers. Two, you got to hope Mahomes' foot is really, 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 really fucked up. Because the Chiefs didn't look good for the last month of the year, but you know, they remind me of the Warriors when it was Steph and KD and Clay, when like they just show up and just they only got to play defense. Look, you can't stop us. So they just remind me like that, where they're just so good. But as far as the Bills, they gotta not kick field goals. You can't beat them with field goals. And defensively, they got to keep Mahomes off the field. Like they got to keep him off the field. But yeah, that's what I got.
I'm gonna tell you, I think the Bills need to go to church and pray to God that Patrick Mahomes cannot play, because that's about the only way that they go. Because they don't have a scary rushing attack. I mean, Josh Allen is a beast, but if I gotta go Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes, I'm picking Patrick Mahomes every time. The defense is solid, but I mean, like DJ said, I was actually thinking the same thing, man. Like he's like Curry out there. Um, he's slicing and dicing them every game. Mahomes, even when he plays bad, he still finds a way to win the game. So outside of Mahomes not playing, I don't see the Chiefs losing. I think they made the Super Bowl as long as Mahomes is able to play.
Jamel, you think there's any chance for the Bills? It seems like right now there's zero chance.
I'll be honest with you, there's a chance, but like we said about the Browns, they had a chance, but they couldn't do it. The Chiefs are constantly keep showing their depth and showing you that they're a team. You know, NFL is a lot different from a lot of sports that you need the team to work together to make it work, and they actually did. And I don't see the Bills pulling it off, especially since Patrick Mahomes didn't go through a concussion protocol. They found out that it wasn't. It was more of a nerve and him just being blacking out and passing out. Like, you can really make somebody pass out if you choke them out the correct way. It doesn't take that much.
How often have you done that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
It's been 2 years since I did, Sparring.
It's been 2 years since I choked somebody out.
That's all I was waiting on.
Nah, but
She got serious.
Allegedly.
Right. He was smiling. He's like, no, it's been about 2 years.
Had to think about it. I had to think about it.
Nah, but in all seriousness, well, the Bills, they average 30, so they have that. They can score, and they have a strong defense. I think it's just a lot, just pretty much on what you guys are saying. They got to rely on a lot of Chiefs mistakes, which they don't make mistakes too often, especially on the offensive side on the ball. For me, I think it will depend on Mahomes' health. Last game, that wasn't a good play call in my opinion by Andy Reid to call that option for the play he got hurt. But I don't know. I think if they can really pressure Mahomes and get to him, maybe force a pick or something like that, I think they have the offense. But it's going to be one of those games, where you guys know, like, everything has to go right for it to happen. Like, I think it's going to be one of those games. They have to play great defense. Josh Allen has to be amazing. Diggs has to go off. I feel like there's too many things that have to happen for the Bills to have a chance. I think the Chiefs are just that good. So I'm going with the Chiefs here. But I do think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be a good game. I think the Chiefs are just going to have too much at the end.
Because Devin Singletary ain't it.
Right. I mean,
if you're trying to win the battle of the line, and you got Singletary back there,
you need like a guy. But in their defense, like, even though the Chiefs have the more stacked offense, their running game isn't too great. So I guess it's kind of comparable. But consensus, though, we all got the Chiefs. So going on, NFC Championship, we got the greatest quarterback of all time versus Tom Brady. Bucks versus Packers. Yeah, you like how I snuck that one in there, huh? So that's, I mean, we could say what we want, but that's the headline. It's going to be Brady versus the Packers. We talked about it last week. Their weapons are heating up. The defense looked great. The Bucs defense looked great last week as well. Can they go to Lambeau, though? That's the thing. Can they go to Lambeau and repeat what they did last week? I was watching Pat McAfee show today earlier, and with the fans, Aaron Rodgers said, like, last week, this past game, that was the most comfortable he felt all season. So if he feels that comfortable now in playoff time, it's going to be tough. But they have a good defense. It's one of those things you can't count out Brady, but at the same time, it's Aaron Rodgers on the other side. Rick, who do you got? I'm going Packers. I'm going Packers right here.
So for me, I'm definitely going the Packers. I mean, yeah, I definitely got the Packers winning. I'm looking at the Bucks. I mean, they played well enough, but I mean, Drew Brees, you got the absolute worst game out of him. Threw 3 interceptions to 1 TD, only had 134 yards passing, and you won by 10. And it was a battle back and forth. That
for
whole
his
game,
sake, for Drew Brees' sake, in my eyes, I hope that's his last game.
Oh yeah, like he is.
Yeah, I really hope so. Not to cut you off, Rick.
I was definitely thinking like, oh, maybe if he doesn't win this year, he might come back. He doesn't need to come back. He needs to just go enjoy time with his family. He had a phenomenal career, was a better player than I'm sure many thought that he would ever be. He's one of the greatest. But yeah, I think the Packers have enough to win this game. I don't think the weather's going to be terrible. That always plays a part. And although Tom Brady might play well, I'm not sure about the rest of the team.
Right.
The rushing attack is decent. It's decent enough, and that's what you'll need. But I don't see Aaron Rodgers losing this game. I think he's going to come up. He's going to step up to the plate, and he's going to do his thing.
No, I definitely got the Packers. I wasn't impressed with the Bucs last week. I mean, think about it like this: they had 4 turnovers go their way. worst position, their worst field position after a turnover was at their own 47-yard line.
Right.
So you get 4 turnovers, you get the ball at the 50 each time. That's the worst. Like, how do you not win?
Right.
How do you not win that game? And then, like you said, Rick, it was still a slugfest for them. So I wasn't like thoroughly impressed, but I mean, Aaron Rodgers, it's just his year. It looks like right now. Go ahead. I see you.
Just really quick, because I just noticed this. Also, I'm not sure. This might be one of the first times or one of the few times in NFL history. It looks like 4 of the top 5 teams in points per game are all playing this year. I just find that interesting. I don't think that's ever happened in the AFC and NFC championship game. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up, but
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
But go ahead.
If that were to be the case, like this the only time, it would be this year with like not a lot of practice and stuff like that, preseason, no training camp. It would like that would be this kind of situation where like the defenses are trying, like usually it's the first 4 games they're trying to figure stuff out. Excuse me. This season is kind of like the first 8 games. But yeah, that's how I kind of see it. So I definitely got the Packers. Probably I got the Packers by a touchdown. What about you, Jamel?
I feel like we're really, even though the Bucks got great position over turnovers, we're really forgetting about the part that a quarterback still needs to be able to turn it into points. And what I said earlier is Tom Brady's always going to take advantage of your mistakes. Every time that they messed up, at the minimum, you was going to get a field goal. You know how some teams, they might get back up, they might make mistakes, and plays might push them away from getting a touchdown.
You got a field goal position, something like that.
Every time that they made a mistake, you saw it on Drew Brees' face that he knew Tom Brady was going to score. The tight end that fumbled that ball, he slammed his helmet because he knew for a fact that they was going to score. But with me saying all of that, I got the Packers winning. Like, Aaron Rodgers is amazing. The way he's playing, if you watch the way he throws the ball, the way it comes off his hands so easily and effortlessly, and like I said before, their running game, you say Aaron Jones isn't that good, but then when you look at the stats and what he's doing in this season,
he's nice.
He's a solid player. He's going to get the yards. And then the team as a whole with that backfield, 191, like, that's a good squad. And with Aaron Rodgers to have that, hey, what you going to do? You can't blitz me all day because they're going to eat. So what you going to do?
Right.
Aaron Rodgers never needed a great running back. He's never had a really great running back. He had Ahmad Bradshaw. He had Cheeseburger Eddie. He had
Eddie Lacy.
yeah.
I had to think about it. I was like, Cheeseburger Eddie.
Yeah, he had Cheeseburger Eddie. Yeah, Aaron Jones. Now Aaron Jones probably his best back he had in his career.
Aaron Jones is nice.
But Aaron Jones he's a problem.
Hey, no, we forgot about what is it, Montgomery?
Montgomery, yeah. It sucks that all these years, like the past decade, really, they've had no defense, and that's been what's like stopped them from going to another Super Bowl. And like the past 2 years, they finally picked up their defense. Like, we should probably give Aaron a supporting cast.
Yeah, NFC Championship 2 years in a row.
Right. It is nice to see what happened.
Let me not forget this though. Even though we said the game looked ugly, we have to give credit to that Saints defense. They are amazing. Yeah. If they face any other quarterback, they would have won that game. Yeah. They would have won that game.
If they had any other quarterback, they probably would have won the fucking game.
Before we switch over, Jamel, was Brees faced like that because he was like, "Oh, Tom Brady's definitely going to capitalize on these mistakes," or was it like,
"This is it"?
Shoulder. Or was it? Which face was it?
Hey, that's what I'm with the latter.
Like, oh shit.
Hey, he was probably thinking like, "Damn, this icy hot ain't helping for shit."
Right. Whatever. Yeah, man. I don't know, but yeah, man. I really want the Packers to win. I got them winning. I'll say Packers by 10. Packers by 10. I think home field is going to be big for them. Having home field is going to be huge for them. So I'm going
26 degrees too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
I'm not worried about Tom Brady in that situation. It's everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Tom Brady was in Foxborough, which is
Right.
just as cold.
But I'm not
Yeah.
worried about him. I would be more
That's
worried
what I'm
about the
saying.
wide receivers.
yeah,
That's
that's
what
what I'm
we're
saying. I'm not worried.
That's what I'm saying.
At this point, you don't worry about
It's
Tom
the other
Brady.
players that never go down there. That's never been in that situation. He won 6 chips in that situation.
So what do you think this says about their legacy? Their legacies, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Do you think
Tom Brady ain't got to prove shit.
But I'm saying if Aaron Rodgers wins, is that a boost to his?
Yeah, of course.
You go to the Super Bowl, yeah, he will automatically. But by beating Tom Brady, like for sure.
Well, I think Tom Brady already solidified himself even more with taking Tampa Bay to the NFC Championship. Like, think about that. We expect him to go to a Super Bowl or a NFC or AFC Championship, and he does it every year almost. It seems like every year you're gonna hear Tom Brady's name in the playoffs.
But to his defense, his team is also he's got some weapons.
Jameis Winston was there last year, and what happened?
You about to compare Jameis Winston to Tom Brady?
I know that, but I'm just saying, like, even if the weapons is there, you still need to know how to use the weapons correctly, right?
No, that's fair. But I'm just saying he's even got more weapons than James Winston had last year.
Yeah,
right.
No, I get.
James Winston didn't have no AB. He didn't have 3 different running backs.
He didn't have AB.
He didn't have
Fournette. He didn't have Gronk.
Tom Brady got 26 receivers, 15 running backs, 87 tight ends. Like
he's got a lot of. He's got a plethora of wealth.
He's got a lot.
Yeah, no, I get that part, but at the same time, all right, perfect example. Not saying these guys are the same in any way, shape, or form, but you saw the difference when Dak was playing for the Cowboys and when Andy Dalton was playing, correct? Same weapons, same team, and then that team diminished quickly when Dak was gone.
They definitely did.
But to Andy Dalton's fault, or to Andy Dalton's credit, not to get too off topic, I don't think Dak wins that many more games, maybe 2.
I'm gonna leave it at.
He would have had better numbers.
I'm just saying, defense would have been defense still trash, but yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna leave it at
go
this
ahead
before we switch over to hell yeah or not. Jameis had enough not to throw 30 picks last season.
Yes.
He had enough weapons in his team to not throw 30 picks last season.
My man got LASIK surgery. He's good now.
Hey,
he was just out there. He was out there just not giving a fuck.
Hey,
he was just throwing the thing.
Hey,
he just threw it.
Look, my man like this. He couldn't see shit. So now he got LASIK surgery. My man got vision. Like he good now.
I hope so.
You saw he threw that it was like a 56-yarder?
Yeah, to him, to the receiver and nobody else near him.
Right.
But we'll see if he get that starting spot next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, they better not try Taysom Hill out that motherfucker no more.
Yeah, that'd be racist as hell. Taysom
Hill. We saw what that looked like.
But we're gonna stick with football. We're gonna switch over to hell yeah or hell nah. So just like last episode, I'm gonna ask a few questions and we're gonna elaborate with our answers, but the answers are either gonna be hell yeah or hell nah.
Yeah, hell yeah or hell nah. Not yeah or maybe. Hell yeah or hell nah. Put your chest in it.
Who's that directed at?
Right.
Hey. If
right, I know, right?
If that's how you felt, you know.
No, I'm just trying to figure out the energy. You know what I'm saying? That came real strong.
I just said it. You know, if that's how you feel.
Well, Rick, I'm gonna start with you then.
Mr. Debo out there.
Right. I got my superhero juice.
Right. So only your chest can answer this question.
I'm good to go.
So, should we be surprised by the NFL's failure of coaching diversity?
You want me to go ahead and answer now?
I mean, usually that's what happens when people ask questions.
Yeah,
usually.
Respond.
I just didn't know if you was going to elaborate.
I'm gonna ask the hell yeah or hell no question.
Yeah, remember you said one simple thing, right? You said one simple thing, right?
So I'm gonna go ahead and say hell yeah.
Hey, Jamel, you see how the energy changed?
Yeah.
I was making sure you got it all out.
He got real docile. He got real docile, Aaron.
I was making sure you got it all out. Can I answer now?
Go ahead.
We good?
Floor is yours.
Hell no,
sir.
we shouldn't be. Hell no, we shouldn't be surprised. There is only one sports league that vaguely gets it right, and that's the NBA. No other professional sports league should surprise us when it
WNBA.
comes to
WNBA. We're
diversity
not
and
gonna
coaching.
disrespect
Yo, yeah,
WNBA.
and WNBA too.
W would be the
The
most.
WNBA is
They're-
like 100%.
WNBA
They're
the
the
most.
subsidiary. They're the subsidiary of the NBA. So underneath that NBA umbrella, the G League, all that. That's the only professional sports organization that gets it correct mostly. I mean, you look at the NFL, they get it wrong. You look at the MLB, they don't try. You look at the NHL, the only thing black is the puck. So I'm not looking at any other sports
Yo,
league to get it
Eric,
right.
get your mans. Get your mans.
Hey, he ain't wrong. Shit, I'll tell you what. I ain't trying out for no hockey teams. He ain't wrong.
Hey, he already told you he was getting his shine on tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Go ahead. Get
Hey,
your shots off. Get your shots off.
hey, so that's all I got to say about that.
DJ, hell yeah or hell no?
Hell yeah.
Should be surprised.
Should be surprised.
Should be surprised.
Should we be?
My bad.
All right.
Hell no,
e-
shouldn't be surprised.
Everybody's voice just stopped. It was just like,
My
hold
bad.
on.
Everybody
what?
was like,
what? Whoa.
My bad. I'm not a trader here. But
Look,
hell
look
no,
at
we
him
shouldn't be
turning to
surprised.
Kanye.
Yeah, no, never that. No, I already told you. I already traded him off the team a long time ago. But no, we shouldn't be surprised. Like, I mean, time after time after time is done. So I don't think we should be surprised at all by anything we see out of the plenty of leagues. The one league I would say is probably the most diverse, probably soccer. So that's why I don't think we ever hear anything about them. They're always with us. But other than that, I'm not surprised by anything.
I'm gonna say hell nah. But I'm not surprised at the NFL at all, at the way they move and the demeanor, like the process you had to force the NFL to do anything does not surprise me. But I will not disrespect the WNBA like that. I give them the most biggest shout out because coming from a coaching aspect to GM to so many different levels, they make sure diversity is one of their main things in being an open policy. So big shout out them for, always letting their players have a voice no matter what. And, the NBA too. But I see the WNBA, their voice is very strong and they're able to speak.
Very strong, very loud.
And I respect them for that. So shout
Got
out
a
to
lot
them.
of American white players in there, which I'm happy for. Diversity.
Yo, Rick getting his shit off today.
Honestly, didn't even.
Yeah, my man Red Cup sipping. You know he right.
Yeah.
Honestly, didn't even catch what Rick said.
Red Cup shorty out here right now.
Diversity.
But
In about 5 minutes, you gonna see another Red Cup slide under there too.
Yeah.
all right.
Hey, what's in my cup is in my cup, man.
But I'm not surprised. Hell nah. We know this. Anthony Lynn just got fired for, I don't think he really deserved to be fired. And they had a bad season, but I don't think it was much to be fired for, especially if he had a winning record over his tenure. I don't have to be too long about this. We know how the NFL moves. We know who the owners are of NFL teams.
You know who they like.
We know who the commissioner is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know how all these people move. So no, it's not a surprise at all.
Hey, Aaron, don't forget you remember the passing of the old owner of Houston. He said we can't let the inmates be running the prison.
That part.
Yeah, and his best inmate wants to trade now. So
yeah,
what do you think?
So I didn't know I was an inmate. I thought it was a quarterback. Wow.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Robert Kraft.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm with Robert Kraft, but I don't even buy Kraft cheese.
No,
Can't even do it.
Yeah, y'all got that one, but
can't even do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. Yo, Aaron, next one.
I can't even support that.
Hey, just real quick, the only way it's going to change is
But,
if we get more diversity in the owners of these leagues. You know what I mean? Like that's the only way. If we have more minorities being able to buy and own these different teams, that's the only way the organization is going to change.
We got to look at Jay-Z. We got to look at
But
let Dr. Dre heal, but we got to look.
Dre,
We need.
all them.
We
but
need.
we got to remember this isn't like the NBA is a little bit cheaper than the NFL. The NFL, the ownership of a team is a lot. So
But
the
the NFL
upfront
has
cost,
more power than an NBA team, though.
and think about this. It took P. Diddy and a couple, I think P. Diddy, Steph Curry, and a lot of other people, wealthy entrepreneurs, to even put a bid in for the Carolina Panthers, and they didn't win.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what it takes. Like even in the NBA, they have groups to go to buy these teams. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes,
they have
very true.
majority leaders. Yeah,
But let's not forget.
You're gonna need Diddy. You're gonna need Jay, and you're gonna need at least another one or two.
I
to
was
have
gonna
a chance
say
to get an NFL team.
I was gonna
Go
say
ahead.
let's not forget about The Rock with the XFL. So that's always a plus side. And they did put out a decent product where it was like I can watch this type of football.
Speaking of the NBA and how you guys made that comparison, so we all know how off seasons look like in the NBA. Like free agency is just about as big as the regular season now in the playoffs now. Like we're all on our phones waiting for Woj to tweet and all this stuff about all the news going on, trades. It's kind of a movie at this point. Do we think this season or in the future that NFL free agencies can look similar to the NBA's?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Jamel, just keep going.
Okay. I was gonna say, hell yeah. You keep seeing changes. You see Deshaun Watson. He wants to trade out. He wants to get out, but he has a no trade clause, so he has full control and potential where he goes. And I can see that the
Very
NFL and the NBA are starting to take certain things free agency wise more the same with more guaranteed contracts. The numbers might not seem as crazy, but at the same time, when you have a fully guaranteed contract, that's your money no matter what. So I can see the transition and changing where players are starting to get more power.
I say hell yeah for that reason too. I think they're starting to understand their leverage, and I think the NBA has kind of shown that. The NBA has kind of shown like, look, nowadays, like it's a players' league. Like like some people don't like it, some people do, some people are indifferent, right? But like it is what it is at this point. Like if people are unhappy or things don't go their way, for whatever reasons, whether the team's not good, whether it's the organization, whether they don't get along with the coach, for whatever reason, there's more speculation now. We could also blame media for this as well. Media can sort of put these bad narratives and false narratives and piss people off. And a lot of these players, well, you know what? Fuck it. Like I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So that a lot of that has to do with it too. So I think the NFL is starting to catch on to that. I think depending on how this Deshaun Watson trade goes, I think that can sort of start things. I think the first initial start of it, not saying it's been like this, but I think Todd Gurley's contract, if you guys remember, like that was the one that was the most guaranteed money for a running back, and people started, Le'Veon held out after that. Like all these people are working for guaranteed money now. So I think it's starting to get that way. And like you said, the money might not be the same just because of contracts in the NBA and the NFL. They're just different, right? So the money might not be there, but like you said, to your point with the guaranteed money, it kind of equates out as far as how much money you can get from the NFL and how much money you can get from the NBA. So I think it is, I'll say hell yeah, because it is starting to get that trajectory. You know what I'm saying? So DJ, which hell yeah or hell nah?
Hell yeah. For pretty much most of the reasons that you said. Like just Deshaun being able to force his way out, because I think he will.
I think he will.
Yeah, I think he will. And it's just about player empowerment. I mean, the thing they say, like, it's about the shield and all this shit, man, fuck no, bullshit. It's all about every league is a players' league. Nobody goes to the game to see Robert fucking Kraft. There's only one order. There's one owner who people go to see. That's fucking Jordan. That's it. Nobody's going to the Clippers game to see fucking Steve Ballmer jump crazy. Nobody gives a fuck that Mark Cuban's at the game. Like nobody gives a shit.
No, they kind of like Mark Cuban down here.
Kind of like Steve Ballmer too. I'm not gonna lie.
If
But they're
okay,
not going. But to do
They're not
this,
going
I
to
got
Super
you.
Bowl.
I get what you're saying.
They're
I
not
get
going
what
to
you're
Super
saying.
Bowl.
Bummer tickets, like, but
I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
what you're saying.
Bomber ain't dunking the ball. I got you.
Right, Bomber's showing up in the first row, but if Kawhi ain't playing, there's a fucking problem here. So,
Not last year though.
Yeah,
right,
if,
right.
He
if
didn't show
Luka
up a
ain't out here
lot.
averaging a damn triple double, we got a problem. So
It wasn't a big deal.
yeah,
Kawhi like,
Yeah.
yo, I got a stomach ache, bro. I ain't playing today. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
yeah. But like, there's only one owner people come to see. Other than that, that's it. So every league is a players' league. So yeah, everything's about player empowerment, and I think they should have power. What do you got, Rick?
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna say hell yeah. The tide is changing. It's about time. NFL players should have more say so in their destiny and where they decide to choose and play. And I hope in the next collective bargaining agreement, whenever that comes up, the next CBA, I hope they're able to talk about that. Because I think it's important that players have power over their free agency, so they can choose whatever destination they want. There's no reason why Larry Fitzgerald should have to be tied to the Arizona Cardinals and them not do nothing. Barry Sanders be tied to the Lions and them not do anything.
They
Uh,
wasted two all-time great careers.
yeah. I was and my man Megatron, Calvin
Megatron.
Johnson. There's no reason why Calvin Johnson should have been stuck on those teams. That's just to name a few. Um, it wasted their primes, and we didn't get to see them in their best light. We didn't get to see them in those primetime lights in the Super Bowl and the playoffs because they were tied to teams that were trash during that time. So I definitely think the tide is changing. So I'm gonna say hell yeah. Especially moving forward, we're going to start to see NFL free agency looking more like the NBA, and it's what's best for the league anyway, man. You see how much the NBA is a 24/7, 365 cycle now because of those Woj bombs that you get in the middle of the night. Everyone wants to see who's going where, and I think with the NFL, it would be that much more exciting during the off season to keep that buzz.
But we're forgetting about Adam Scheffler. Like when he tweets or say anything, everybody's stopping what they're doing. So if you see an Adam Schefter tweet in the NFL, you know somebody's getting traded, a coach got fired, or somebody got hired. So he's not as big as Woes, but
Or he's
No,
just gonna lie,
100%.
or he's just gonna lie and say there's no COVID test or there's no COVID negatives, and even though everybody knows there's COVID, but he's gonna say no, we're good, we're ready to go. Week 16, week 17, NFC Championship, no COVID, we're good. Everybody's looking for those tweets, but
Who's firing them shots now?
right. I mean, hey, it ain't a shot if it's true. That's what he does. But speaking of COVID, should pro athletes be given vaccines for COVID? The NBA is looking into it. Pretty much their reasoning is because they want to educate and influence the public, according to Adam Silver. Do you guys think that the NBA or just pro athletes in general should be able to do this for that reason?
hell nah. In my view, I feel like there's still too many people that need it, especially essential workers that are on the front lines. Like I get it, we're being entertained and we love basketball and we love the NFL, but if we're talking about, we're still in a pandemic at the end of the day, and a lot of people are still getting affected, and there's still a lot of frontline workers that are putting their life on the line, that the vaccine has been delayed in a lot of states out here. And I feel like NFL or NBA, no disrespect to them, I like being entertained, but I will definitely take away my entertainment away for first responders and frontline workers to get what they need to be safe out
Right.
there, so they're not dying out there for our safety.
Yeah, man, I'm the same way. Like they shouldn't be ahead of anybody. Like they definitely shouldn't be going and getting tests before anybody. And if you guys think about it, like when COVID hit the NBA last year, like all these people were getting tests at times where nobody in like the average person in America wasn't getting tests, but the NBA and all these other sports were getting tests. So like
Not only tests, rapid tests.
So like you shouldn't be able, like they as professional athletes, they shouldn't be able to just leapfrog everybody like that just because they're professional athletes, to Jamel's point. Like there's a lot of people today I just saw something. We're at 400,000 people, have 400,000 COVID deaths now. So
Right.
it's like, and professional athletes on paper should be top physical shape. You know what I'm saying? We haven't, knock on wood, haven't heard much about athletes that have gotten it having too many issues after that. They're usually back at a very quick time, able to play and really don't show anything. So there's other people with that need to be prioritized.
Yeah, I mean that's a simple what. Hell no, I don't think they should be forced to or anything like that. One, I think it should be a choice to even get the vaccine, but then like should they be required to? Absolutely not. And like you guys said, there's frontline workers who like need the shit. So and it like I said, it's as a choice. They should be the first to choose if they want it or not. But yeah, so pretty much same thing as you guys got.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go a different way. I'm gonna say hell yeah. Um, Only because if you're not gonna provide it for them, then shut down the NBA, shut down the NFL. You know what I mean? Predominantly, most of the players are black. I'm saying we got to protect our athletes. We got to, if you want to watch them play. If not, then just shut it down. Like Jamel said, no entertainment, and we can just sit here and twiddle our thumbs and not talk about shit for the next however many weeks. But
But I get what you're saying, Rick. But at the same time, we're not talking about that they don't get it. We're saying that should they be giving it ahead of people? And I feel like there's still so much delayment with the coronavirus vaccine that I feel like athletes should be on the back burner because you are healthier than say somebody that is at a higher risk, saying, older and elderly or first responders or, people in the front lines. I'm not saying they don't get it. I'm just saying don't push them ahead because they are athletes, because with these billionaire owners, they have sway with their money where they can leapfrog other people. You know what I'm saying?
And they're
I'm not
definitely,
gonna say
and they definitely would get leapfrogged.
I'm not gonna say leapfrog. Maybe just behind, but they should definitely be up there if you have them traveling from city to city, regardless of how careful the protocols or whatever. There's always outliers. I mean, we've seen instances in the NFL and baseball where COVID has run rampant. We've seen with Carl Anthony Towns losing his mom due to COVID. You don't know who these players are going to be in contact with as far as family and stuff like that. They could be infecting older people as well. So I think for them to protect themselves as well as their loved ones. I mean, I'm sure a lot of these NBA players have kids too, NFL players, whatever, professional athletes. In order for them to protect their loved ones and themselves, I think if you want them to go out there and perform, play from city to city, they have the right to be protected. If not,
Oh,
shut them all down
oh
and
That's
no,
fair.
don't play
I
shit.
I 100% agree. I just feel like sometimes, like when we look at it and with all the testing, we don't hear Tom Brady. If we're gonna go with the NFL, you never heard about Tom Brady failing a test, or being positive.
Right.
I feel like at the same time, are you taking the necessary precautions to make sure you don't be a spreader? Like, yes, you're playing professional, you are getting a check. I'm not saying that you have to be a hermit, but are you taking the necessary precautions of not going to large gatherings? Are you doing
Right.
what you need to do as an adult to be an athlete and be safe? That's all I'm saying. Like, I 100% agree with you. You are traveling, but are y'all taking the necessary precautions? Are you wearing a mask every time you go somewhere? Are you making sure that your face is covered? Are you, doing the necessary things that the protocol calls for during a pandemic?
Right.
Yeah,
For
I'm with
sure.
I'm that ended up. I'm pretty much with both of y'all. I think they should for that reason, but the only reason why I say hell nah is because we know that essential workers would get leapfrogged, right?
That's fair.
So I'm not opposing them getting it. I just know there's other people that wouldn't get it first that do need it. And to your point, Jamel, yeah, like in that time being until all the frontline people can get it, they just need to do all the things on their end and control what they can control. So I'm with you guys and I see both sides. Um, I just know what's gonna happen if that happens. Like, there's gonna be too many people that are in hospitals and classrooms and all of these things that really need it. Not saying that the professional athletes don't, but they're more essential. With that being said, we are here with our top 5. We kind of mentioned it last episode about how a top 5 NFL running backs would be a good top 5, and here we are.
And I'm about to expose myself.
And if you watch last episode, Jamel is definitely about to expose himself. I'm not going to say why, but if you'll catch it if you watch last episode. So we got
picks him.
What was that, Rick?
I said, let's see if he picks him.
I highly doubt it. So we got.
Is that a hell yeah or hell no? Hell no.
Hell no. Hell no. He ain't gonna pick
Hell no.
Well. Here's the thing. You guys clown me for saying he's top 20. There's 20 picks.
We'll see.
Let's see if he gets picked.
We'll see.
Let's see if he'll get picked.
So with the top 5 running NFL running backs, again, we're doing past and present. And when we pick players, we're choosing it by their prime. So first off, before I ask, what are we considering primes? Are we considering just one season? Are we considering like 3
got an example, but I don't want to say it because
okay, all right. No. Okay, let's go like this. We're gonna go with prime at a minimum of maintaining it for 3 to 4 years. Let's say 4 years. 4 years, that shows you that you was at least elite at the top level. 4 years is still,
I'm with that.
Because 2 or 1, you can
2 or 1, like, you know what I'm saying?
You
can have a lot of one-hit wonders. You can have a lot of one-hit wonders.
Yeah, and that could be the system. Like, you could have been like, oh, I was nice because Megatron was right there and Matthew Stafford was going off, and
DJ's looking down. DJ looked like he's doing some researching. I think now I really know who he was about to get. I'm not gonna say it, but I'll say it after. But I really have a feeling I know who
we'll
he
see. I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at mine right now too. Like, did he have 3?
Right. That's what I'm checking.
So let's start.
3 legit
I
years.
think
While
we
you
say
guys
3.
check,
I'm gonna say 3 years because that's the lifespan of an NFL running back.
Yeah. Because I got 3 years.
No. But we're saying top 5
elite
all
years.
time.
3 years is 3 years is good, Rick. Jamal. 3 years is good.
All right.
If we're going with top 5 all time, like they at a minimum had like 5 good years.
Frank Dude couldn't touch my dude for Frank Gore's years. Can't touch my dude's 1 year straight up. That's as far as impact.
Mine too. So we'll go in. Okay, 4 years. 4 years.
3.
That's
4.
Fuck it. All right, I'm still picking my nigga.
That's cool.
That's fine.
Right, bet.
So, again, top five running backs, past or present. We're draft style. So, Jamel, we're kind of flipping the order from last week. Jamel has the first pick. Rick has the second. DJ has third. And I have fourth. And we're doing a snake. So, technically, I'd have 2 picks in a row. And we're going like that. So, are we good to start?
I'm good to go.
Let's go.
Jamel, you got the first pick.
First pick, I'm picking Barry Sanders.
Okay. Strong pick.
Asshole.
Rick.
You took my first pick. So first pick, I'm gonna go ahead and go with and we're going with primes. Just want to throw that out there. I'm gonna go Marshall Faulk.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Rick has Marshall Faulk. DJ has LT. All right. I got Walter Payton for my first pick.
Ooh, I thought you was gonna let him slide. I really thought.
No, I was hoping LT would slide or Marshall Faulk, honestly. So I'm gonna go Walter Payton. Now I got some.
Okay. All right. Since you said Walter Payton, I'm gonna go with.
It's my pick, Jamel. Still.
My fault.
Hey, Jamel, you got some waiting to do.
Yeah. My bad. I'm jumping the gun.
All I said was I was thinking.
Yeah, my bad.
This motherfucker jumped 3 guns.
Hey,
I'll go Adrian Peterson.
All right. Let me go Bo.
Yo, I can't stand you, DJ. I
Let me
can't
go
stand
Bo.
you. We
Let me go
talking
Bo.
about that. That's my nigga right there.
Let me go Bo. Watch my next pick.
Who you got, Rick?
Oh, is my turn now?
Yeah.
Who'd you get?
Sure.
Who
I just picked Bo.
you picked Bo?
Yeah.
Who'd you get, Aaron?
I picked Walter Payton and Adrian Peterson.
And Adrian Peterson. And you picked Bo.
Yeah.
That was your sleeper pick, huh?
No.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay. All right, damn.
That's my Raider pick.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rock with I'm gonna take him because I think he can still ball out. I'm gonna say Jim Brown.
Okay.
Nah, that's a smart pick. If you look at the stats, he's still up there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm gonna hit y'all. I'm so happy you let him fall to me, Eric Dickerson. You know?
Okay. Who's your other one?
My next pick. I'm gonna have to put the number one leader in Russia.
Emmitt Smith. He lasted this long, didn't he?
Yeah.
You want to take him
All
Smith,
right.
huh?
Who you got, Rick?
You know what, man? I'm taking I'm gonna go ahead and take this power back, man, because you know I'm a Redskin fan, so I'm gonna go ahead and rock with John Riggins.
All right, my sleeper.
Only white
my
boy
sleeper.
On here.
Yeah, probably my sleeper pick. Priest Holmes.
That's a good pick.
That's a good pick. Yeah, Priest Holmes. That's my sleeper pick. I got another pick. I hope Aaron don't get in.
Aaron, you're on mute.
So my fault. I have somebody in mind. I'm just not gonna pick him, and it'll be very obvious why I'm not gonna pick him once he or why I don't want to pick him, I should say. I'll go. Curtis Martin.
Damn it! That's what I was about to pick.
Oh, you took my
that was
pick.
my fucking pick.
That was my next pick.
That was really my pick because I'm ahead of both y'all motherfuckers.
Shit.
So I have another pick.
Yeah, and you still got another one. God damn it, Aaron. Fuck.
Chris Johnson.
All right.
Okay.
God damn it. I knew
Man,
I had fucking.
That was the one I was trying to get, bro.
Curtis Martin?
Yeah, man.
I knew I fucking had that one.
That was my guy back in the day.
I got LT. I got Bo. I got Priest Holmes. That's my sleeper. Let me get. Oh no, I'm gonna fuck this up. Let me get Marcus Allen.
Ooh, nice pick.
Let me get Marcus Allen.
You got Marcus Allen.
I need a good fifth pick. Oh, I know who you was about to get, Aaron. I ain't even gonna say nothing, but he was like, you don't know why I didn't get. I know who you was about to get.
I mean, once you know,
it's pretty obvious. Yeah, it's clearly obvious.
It's obvious why I don't want to pick this guy.
I know exactly who it is.
So Rick.
Is my go now?
Yeah.
I'm getting OJ the Juice Man.
That's
who I'm rocking
with. That's who Aaron did want to get.
I know.
That's who it was. That's who it was.
Yo,
I'm
doing
it because I don't
care. These controversy topics right now.
Okay.
We just keep picking them. We just keep on choosing them.
I'm picking the Juice.
Okay.
Juice is loose. So Jamal, it's your turn.
I'm looking like a true homer right now, but y'all let him come to me. Tony Dorsett.
Okay. So you got another one, and that's gonna be the last.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And then my last pick, just out of the respect out of him. I'm only here so I don't get fined, beast mode.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did expose myself. I did not pick Frank Gore.
Frank Gore, I bet Frank Gore don't get. I bet don't Frank. I bet Frank
still
Gore
there.
not
looking like he's gonna make the top 20.
He's
He
still
ain't gonna make
there.
top 20.
He's
Yeah,
still
I bet he
there.
is. I bet he is.
Rick is your pick.
My pick.
Ahmad Green. That was the other Aaron Rodgers.
No, that was Brett Favre
running
days,
back.
bro.
Was
So,
it?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and take another controversial.
2003. Yeah, you're right.
pick. I'm gonna take another controversial pick, and I'm gonna rock with my man Adrian Peterson.
Adrian
He's already
Peterson
been
was already
picked
picked up.
Oh damn!
You
we
think
got it.
Adrian Peterson lasts this long?
Come on now, bro. I would have been picked
I
him.
thought nobody take him.
Come on.
I didn't hear it.
Come on, man.
We
I
was.
didn't hear
I
it.
think about this. We was all disappointed about Curtis Martin.
Curtis
You
Martin.
think,
You think
you
Adrian
think
Peterson
AP wasn't in the draft? Come on
Hey,
now,
Curtis Martin got more yards.
bro. Don't
Yeah, okay.
disrespect AP like
Curtis
that.
Martin got more yards.
Okay,
than him.
question,
He got
question.
14,000 yards.
Question.
Karl Malone got more points than Jordan, but who the fuck would you rather shoot the ball?
Yeah, thank you,
Hey, you don't talk, Mr. Frank Gore.
Mr. Frank. Hold on. You
What do you
just
mean?
said. You just said
Frank
Curtis
Martin-
Martin.
Hey, Jamel.
You just said you would rather have Curtis Martin over AP.
That's not
Shut
what
up.
I said. That's
Shut
not what I
up.
said. I said you don't get to say that. DJ can
Nigga
say
trying
that. You
No.
don't get to top five.
No, I can say whatever I
Rick, what's your
want.
pick?
Hey, Frank Gore is your top 5. I'm gonna go with damn. So there ain't nobody
Yeah,
left.
Yeah.
Someone
OJ.
already say Earl Campbell.
No.
Nah.
Nobody said Earl Campbell.
All right, I'm gonna rock with Earl Campbell.
Is that your pick?
Yeah, Earl Campbell.
Bet.
You know I got to get one of the U boys. Let me get Clinton Portis.
I was okay. I was waiting on that one. I was going to get him. So I could go like 3 different ways with this. But this dude doesn't get as much love as he should, so I'm going with him. Edgerrin James.
Yeah,
I was between the two.
Yeah, I was stuck
between the
between
two.
Edgerrin James and Marshawn Lynch.
I was stuck between
tough.
Edgerrin and CP. I went CP for the because I went CP because I met him.
Right. So
I played with him at Otter Lee.
Funny,
Go ahead,
funny story. Funny story. I don't want to go into this, but just real tidbit. So you said you met CP. So one day, I don't know if you were there, DJ, but we went to the Redskins like practice. You know how like they have the open practice.
Yeah.
We left, and like the Redskins facility, like it was up this hill, and you could see Clinton Portis, and he wasn't signing autographs, but everybody was like, CP, Clinton, can I get your autograph? Blah blah blah. Like out of football, like I was like, I'll throw you the football if you could sign it, but he was like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm waiting for somebody right now. I'm just waiting for my man. Blah blah blah. 10 minutes later, apparently him and Sean Taylor were signing autographs.
Damn.
So I kind of met him, but DJ probably has a better meeting Clinton Portis story than I do. But
yeah, he was telling us all about crazy like stories he had growing up. That shit was funny as hell. We was in high school. That shit was funny as hell.
So
Hey, but
hey.
I feel like my running back field looks amazing though.
right. So just
I've
before
been in your starting 5 basketball team.
so Jamel, you got
whoa. I like that energy, DJ, but fuck out of here, nigga.
so
That team was weak.
My team was not weak, bro.
Barry Sanders, Eric Dickerson, Emmitt Smith. Yeah, this is solid. Tony Dorsett, Marshawn Lynch. Rick, you got Marshall Falk, OJ. The glove don't fit a quit.
Hey, the glove don't fit, baby.
Earl Campbell, and who was your other 2 picks? I missed those.
Riggins.
Oh yeah, John Riggins.
I
Trash.
had John Riggins and Earl Campbell.
If you was going to get a Redskin, you should have got
Earl
Clinton
Campbell.
Portis.
Who's your 3rd and 4th pick? John Riggins was one of those, and then who's your 4th pick?
Earl Campbell.
Bro, you could have got Sean Alexander.
Fuck out of here. I get John Riggins too.
Sean Alexander definitely gonna get TD.
All right, so Rick, I have Marshall.
Sean Alexander is Kyle Lowry to me.
Hey, 104.
Hold on, but why nobody get
rushing touchdowns and 11,352?
But why nobody get Terrell Davis though?
I was
peeping that, but
like I said, I was between 3 people, but hold that thought, Rick. I'm still Marshall Falk, OJ Simpson, Earl Campbell, John Riggins. Who's your 5th?
Earl Campbell.
I've said Earl Campbell 3 times.
You said Earl Campbell?
OJ Simpson, Earl Campbell, John Riggins.
Did I not have a 5th pick?
You did. I missed one. That's why I'm asking you.
Who did I pick?
Oh my
OJ,
God.
OJ Simpson, Marshall Falk,
OJ was your third.
Earl Campbell,
Who was your second?
John Riggins.
John Riggins was your second fucking
No
pick.
way, your second
No,
pick.
John
bro.
Riggins was like my third.
Now,
Who
who's your
was
second?
Fuck was my second?
Was it Walter Payton? No, it wasn't Walter
No, it
Payton.
wasn't Walter.
I got
Payton.
Walter Payton. We'll go back to that. DJ, you got LaDainian Tomlinson, Bo Jackson, Priest Holmes, Marcus Allen, Clinton Portis. I got Walter Payton, Adrian.
Oh,
Jim
Brown.
Jim Brown.
Yeah,
Okay, that's who it was. All right.
yeah, that was the second pick.
So Rick has Marshall Falk, Jim Brown, OJ Simpson, John Riggins, Earl Campbell. I have Walter Payton, Adrian Peterson, Curtis Martin, Chris Johnson, and Edrin James. So you said Terrell Davis. I said I could go three. It was the last pick, so I was gonna go either Edrin James, Terrell Davis, or I was just gonna go somebody like now. So I was either thinking Derrick Henry for his past like few years, or Christian McCaffrey. I was gonna go these two or those two, just because
I was between four because I was like you had somebody new. I was about to put Alvin Kamara.
he was one like like he's one of those people just because of the all-purpose stats.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was thinking either with Derrick Henry, and before we said it had to be like a certain amount of time, I was gonna say Jamal Lewis, just because he had that 2,000 rushing season.
No, but you could have easily still said Jamal Lewis because he still had a pretty.
he still
good
like
few.
he still had great years. I was thinking, so at the start before we recorded, I was thinking Chris Johnson and Jamal Lewis when we were trying to guess who DJ was talking about. Right. And then when he said when I said I'm gonna say it after, were you talking about fucking Peyton Hillis? Because you started looking down after we talked about
Prime. No, I thought about Priest Holmes the whole time.
All right. Because we were talking about Prime, and I was like, if you say Peyton Hillis out of all these people,
oh my goodness, I would be so disappointed in you.
No, right. Fuck that.
No, I thought you was
Priest
gonna
Holmes,
say,
that was my guy back in the day.
No, I thought you was gonna say Marshall Falk.
Priest Holmes was a beast.
But when I saw Barry, man, I was just like, man, you give Barry like a crazy offensive line, it's a wrap.
No, he to me is
Barry's the best running back of all time, man.
But I will say this about Aaron squad, like that is a fast ass team. Like at the minimum, everybody's running a 4-3. That's it. Like that squad's 4-3 average.
I got some.
You got some horses.
Yeah. I was about to say I got some horses here.
But hey, Eric Dickerson and Tony Dorsett.
Right. No, that's no slouches. Beast mode.
Oh yeah, Beastquake.
So
but I like Marcus Allen, bro. He can play fullback and running back. Like
DJ has a strong squad. I mean,
I got a squad of backs.
We're talking about primes, like Bo Jack, like he has Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like Bo Jackson
primes.
Hey, Rick squad is gonna hit you in your mouth. Everybody's big. Like everybody's gonna hit you in your mouth. Like everybody's gonna hit you in your mouth.
Hey, they gonna hit you in the mouth or kill you.
Yeah.
That's not PC, baby. That's not PC. We can't talk like that.
Yeah, OJ didn't play with gloves back in the day. You good? OJ.
He has the ground and pound, and then he has Marshall Falk. So I was hoping I could get Marshall Falk. I was hoping I could get LaDainian Tomlinson.
Hey, Rick is just trying to slash out here. You know, he just a slasher.
Yeah. I'm trying.
I was expecting Walter Payton already get picked. So my first pick was either going to be LT or Marshall Falk.
I knew for a fact DJ was going to pick LT. I was like, I know for a fact he's going to get.
Is he number 3? Any feel to me for sure.
Right.
I'm not going to pick him number 1. Like Barry's always going to be number 1.
For sure. Barry's number 1 back of all time.
I thought Walter Payton was going to go either 2 or 3. But I'm glad he didn't. I'm looking. Yeah, so
I definitely got Marshall because I needed someone with some all-purpose.
Yeah,
everyone else.
I was gonna get Walter Payton on my way back.
But I will say this: like getting Marshall Falk, that is like one hell of a back to get because at the end of the day, you're gonna get 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing. Like
and touchdowns.
Right.
Touchdowns too. Mm-hmm. But and then he's the first running back where you could say he can run all the routes. at wide
Mhm.
receiver. You could put him at
Yeah.
slot. You could put him at the 1, the 2. Like that's unheard of, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was crazy. Like he's probably the first one to really
He
have that
was.
home run tree.
He was.
And then LT, I think he's had multiple 1,000-yard, 100-catch seasons, like multiple.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not forget about Walter Payton
Fucking
and
stiff arm,
LT.
bro.
Was throwing them passes too, both of them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. LT was throwing a pass. He was throwing a touch a year.
Yeah, and Walter Payton threw passes too.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, like I think it's fairly even. Rick, I ain't gonna lie, like I'm a homer too, but I feel like that John Riggins pick hurts.
That's what I said. Out of all the Redskin backs, you didn't get Clinton Portis.
Yeah, like
only because, man, I mean, my man ran a 4.43. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like he was slow.
But you could have got Gale Sayers though.
No, but I'm saying if you was even gonna pick, he said he got Riggins because he was with the hometown. Okay, I get that. But if he was gonna pick a hometown hero, at least get Clinton Portis.
When I think of Clinton Portis, I think of the Denver years. He was a
But
beast.
He had more Redskin years than Denver years.
But he was a beast on the Broncos. Do you not remember his Bronco years?
I do remember those Bronco years.
His Bronco years were crazy.
But yo,
Yeah.
Rick, I'm not a Redskin fan, but Clinton Portis, when all y'all had was Clinton Portis,
right.
He was running over everybody. And he was getting tackles when the quarterback threw an interception.
He had Mike Shanahan as his coach in Denver. Man, we could have ran for 1,000 yards.
That's
yeah, everybody can run in that offense.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was getting 250 yards rushing. He had the heavyweight championship belt. Like when I think of Clinton Portis, like his best years, I always think of the Broncos.
Man, when I think Clinton Portis, I think Redskins. To be honest with you.
Yeah, because his whatchamacallit years were just crazy.
Yeah, there was a stretch for the Broncos, like right after like that Clinton Portis era, like right after he got traded. It was like a different running back each year, and they all
got 1,000 yards.
1,000 yards, like him,
Mike Shanahan, man. It's the offense.
Drones.
Yeah,
man, I can't think of. I can't think.
Did they have Ron? They didn't have Ron Dane.
No.
Hey, but let's not take away that offensive line had to be good. That offensive line had to be
for
good
sure
for them to run like that.
I mean, between that and any Shanahan scheme, Mike Shanahan scheme is going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Always
crazy with running the ball.
Like
he always
that
has
zone scheme.
Yeah. Like it's crazy the way he's able to do it. I haven't seen any other NFL coaches able to just get 1,000-yard rushers here, 1,000-yard rusher there. You get 1,000 yards.
Yeah, they was picking 1,000-yard rushers off the street, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you bagging them groceries? Go ahead, man. Run 1,000 for me real quick. All right, bet. I'll get another one next year.
Right. Yeah, man. This is a tough one, and this is why I thought this was a good top 5, because I'm just looking at the names right now. I can't pick one over. I can't pick a team or a top 5 over a team right now. Like I'm biased to mine, obviously. DJ has like crazy firepower. Jamel has crazy firepower. Rick has just power and Marshall Falk. Like
I'll be honest with you. If I had to pick Rick's squad, the only people that's touching the field is Marshall Falk and Jim Brown. That's it. Everybody else, hey, when they get tired and they say they can't run no more, you might get some burn. Everybody else.
Yeah, man. I like them old school running backs because it just hit you in the mouth, man. Keep it going.
Hey,
but
you know what I'm saying? They get a broken toe, keep running.
Keep running.
They don't care.
Barry would hate me as a coach. Barry would be like, yo, I'm tired. Like, I caught the ball. I'm running. I'd be like, bro, you better be
give a damn.
You better get ready for 28 toss. Like,
you better be happy I ain't putting you at Wildcat, fool.
Right.
I mean,
right.
You haven't done enough yet. You haven't done enough.
Right. Barry, you only have 200 yards right now. We're down 14. You only have 200 yards right now.
I need you to get 3.
You have 5 concussions per game. Like that was your average.
Take a Tylenol, hop right back in.
Yeah.
All right,
but think about it. We all played through concussions, and we didn't even play at no like crazy high level. And we still played through concussions. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that was just the era back then.
Yeah, but by then, man, they already was 20 concussions deep, and then they was getting 5 per.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah. So y'all be the judge. I'm not sure as far as you guys, but everybody else that's listening, go ahead, like, comment, especially comment with who you guys think the top 5 is the best. Like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and follow us on all of our pages. We got the Twitter up at the RNS podcast. We got the Instagram up, rns.podcast. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the YouTube channel. And again, share that shit.
And if you know, you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. So
If you don't like and subscribe, Jared Porter will find you. Shout out Gwyneth Paltrow.
Hey, like I said before, and if you know, you know.
And if you know, you know.
Yeah, that's probably the last time we ever mention her name ever on this show. So yeah, that's cool.
All right, y'all. Again, thanks for listening to the Really Nothing Special podcast. We out.
One love, baby.
Yeah.